There are 7 mindset things that keep you from building a successful business. They held me up for years, and I hope by sharing them, you don't feel as much pain as I did, and building a business can be a little bit easier. Now, I know it can be annoying talking about mindset stuff because you want to get right into the planning and the publishing, but the truth is that if the mindset isn't there, then none of that will matter. Think of it like the foundation to the house or the skyscraper that you build on top of the mindset. The other thing that's fun about the mindset stuff is once you establish it, you can kind of keep it forever. Once you figure this out, then you can go build a whole bunch of other things on top of it. So the first thing is comparison. If you take a look at any money algorithm on social media, you'll see a lot of people that appear to be crushing it. They're maybe posting pictures with cars or posting their data for how many purchases they had the day before. And in some ways, that can be inspiring and helpful. But just like trying to get a certain body or a certain look, it can also be upsetting and frustrating. So it's okay to look up to heroes and mentors and role models, and the behind the scenes can really let you understand how successful you could be and give you some hope, some light at the end of the tunnel. I love watching Nathan Barry's podcast because he shows behind the scenes of how people make like $100K in a month. And you know that's not snake oil, you know it's legit. So making sure that you learn from people, but you don't compare is the first mindset shift that you need to make. Now, the second one is where I might lose some people, and it's impatience. It's just a matter of fact that this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. One of the things that I struggled with when I was first starting was like wanting to pull all-nighters and just get everything back in one day. But that would be like going to the gym and trying to squat 500 pounds for the first time in a few years. I won't be able to walk for a month if I even make it through it. Or trying to run a marathon on your first day running, it just does not work. So we have to be a little bit of a patient panda when it comes to deciding that we're going to build a successful business. We know we will, but it might take a little while, and that's okay. There will be challenges, there will be ups and downs that you have to battle through. I'm building this all in public, but I would love for you to leave a comment, DM me, let me know what some of those challenges and questions are that you have, and let me know what you're starting to build at any point in this journey so that I can support your own work. Oversimplifying is another one that gets in our way. And this one probably pained me the most because I would go looking for the next book, the next course, the next video that I could watch that would tell me exactly what to do. But the truth is, there's no one playbook. And I promise you, for free, that this playlist is going to be the closest thing to that playbook. But you'll see over the next few episodes, you have to figure a lot of this stuff out for yourself. And once you start building, it doesn't matter if you've been in the game for 25, 30, 40 years. It's still a matter of having to figure things out for yourself. That's another massive thing that if you unlock that understanding, you will go on and just start building, learning. Hacking is another one that gets in the way. Looking for tricks, tips, shortcuts, hacks that will just give you the key to unlock all of your success. And this one's even scarier in today's day and age because you can't just go ask other people all the time. And so people probably spend a lot of time trying to use AI for this, that they'll end up in this like black hole of looking for advice. What is the one secret that will help me build my business? Asking AI, ChatGPT, to help you take that next step, when in reality, the truth is there aren't shortcuts, hacks, or tips beyond the instructions in this playlist. It's a matter of going and figuring these things out for yourself. Okay, belief. That's another one that gets in the way. Hopefully, it'll become one of your biggest strengths, but at first, it's definitely most of our biggest weaknesses. And this is understanding that in some ways, action is underrated, but in many ways, it's overrated because you can't go take a bunch of action without some belief that you can succeed. And the reason for that, I love this phrase, is asking yourself, are you the person that blank? And that blank is whatever you're trying to achieve. So are you the person that can write and publish a book? Are you the person that can build a creator education company to $100,000 a month? Are you the person that can publish your first album of songs or poetry or painting? Are you that person? One of the things that I still really struggle with is this idea of guessing. I want to think that I have the right answer. I know what to write about. I know what to create as a product or service. And so I just make it. One of the worst things we all do in the beginning is build out an online course or build an entire podcast or write a book or create a long thread without knowing that it's actually going to serve people. Instead, what you want to do is commit to consistency, create very quickly, but also become a scientist. Don't just ship it and then ghost. You want to look at what you're making and look for positive signals in the marketplace. So if you start posting about wanting to teach people how to sing or how to knit or how to do jujitsu, it doesn't matter what it is, but things that you can teach, you start showing up, you start bringing value to the marketplace, and you look for positive signals. Do people engage with your posts? Do they like them? Do they share them with people? Are they commenting? Are they asking follow-up questions? Does it lead to DMs and more conversations? Or does it start to slow down? When you're comparing different ideas, in my case, I compare podcasting, writing, business, filmmaking, parenting. Over the years, I've posted about probably 10 different things. But every time that I show up to talk about podcasting, business, or writing, people tend to want to hear more. They have questions. I'll get DMs asking for help. And those are positive signals. And then the biggest ones are that your social accounts are starting to grow because people want to follow for what you are creating. Or, most importantly to me, they'll just say thank you for sharing and building what you're building because it helped them. Now, these 7 things all go away with a combination of a focus on the mindset shift and the fundamentals of business that we'll talk about in the next few episodes. But first, what does success look like to you? Think in terms of 1 year, 5 years, and 10 years. If your business at each of those intervals is absolutely crushing it beyond your wildest dreams, what things would be true? Think in terms of freedom. What would give you the absolute most energized feeling of freedom if your business was doing that in 1 year, 5 years, and 10 years? And keep those things in mind as we go on to talk about the fundamentals of building a successful business.